Hello, this is Dawn. We're talking about natural gas, the high prices, also talking about a pipeline fire, and some old news to reflect and compare.
Global supplies of natural gas are under further strain. What's happening?
Yeah, well, a couple of different issues here. First of all, a major gas facility in the United States will be out of service for several months, not weeks, as it had initially hoped. Last week, a fire put on hold activity at a liquefied natural gas export terminal in Freeport, Texas. Authorities now say a return to full operations isn't expected until late 2022, while partial activity will be due to resume within about 3 months or so. Freeport accounts for around 17% of America's LNG processing capacity.
He has to react to situations. He either does, again, nothing or the wrong thing. He declared a war on energy as soon as he got into office. It's kind of ironic that he green-lighted the Nord Stream 2 pipeline for the Russians, but then he killed the Keystone XL pipeline here. And they suspended the oil and natural gas leases on federal lands. They dragged their feet on exports for LNG and natural gas, and they've demonized the industry, Joe Biden and the Democrats.
And our average price nationally for gas is $5 per gallon.
Gas prices in Texas hit the highest statewide average in nearly 2 years. AAA reports Texans are now paying, on average, $2.57 per gallon for regular unleaded, 10 cents more than last week and 54 cents more than this time last year. Drivers in Midland are paying the most, and those in Sherman, Denison are paying the least. The last time the average price for gas in Texas was this high was Memorial Day 2019. Katie Johnston for CBS 11 News.
You know what? We can blame Vladimir Putin for a lot of things, but two of the things we can't blame him for are our gas prices and inflation. Because the data just backs that up. I mean, when Biden came into office, gas cost $2.39 a gallon. And right before the war in Ukraine, it was at $3.44, which was a 44% increase. And then since then, it's gone up to $4.87, which is a 42% increase. So that happened before the invasion. And inflation, when Biden took office, was at like 1.4%. And then it became, before the war, it was at 7.5. So it already had grown astronomically to a 40-year high. And now it's at a little over 8%. So we have to look at Biden and his policies and him injecting trillions of dollars into the economy, which is the real root cause of inflation.
Trillions of dollars, and the American people can't forget and won't forget the fact that they dismissed inflation, and then they acted like it wasn't a problem, and then when they finally realized it was a problem, they've tried to blame anybody else but themselves, and then tried to sell a multi-trillion-dollar spending package on the basis of we need to spend trillions of dollars more to lower inflation. Oh, and that package wasn't going to cost any money. So,
and I did find this site, World Pipelines, in this article about renewable natural gas, and they used dairy methane. And I thought it was a pretty good article. I'll leave it in the description, a link, if you want to read this or find that site, because they have multiple articles on natural gas. And then we'll go on to, I guess, another
The matter is American energy and its use helps the environment because we have an expertise that has been developed over really a century, and we have environmental regulations. We have a strong environmental law. We have a rule of law and independent judiciary. It's safer for the environment across the globe if we here in America, exploit our natural resources, our liquefied natural gas and oil, as opposed to these dictatorships that don't have any of the aforementioned virtues. And it's much more dangerous for the environment if Russia, China, Venezuela, and Iran are increasing their production.
as the saying.
And I found this article about the Flagstaff Fire, pipeline fire that's been going on. 5,000 acres have been destroyed. This is a June 14th report, and I do have some footage found this clip. Huge plume. This is in Arizona, Flagstaff, Arizona.
Pipeline system in the United States remains crippled by a cyber attack that's been called the worst of its kind in the US. The Colonial Pipeline ships more than 2.5 million barrels of oil a day from the Gulf Coast to the East Coast, but it has been shut down since Friday. Today, emergency powers were invoked to try to avoid fuel shortages. President Biden says there is no evidence of Russian government involvement, but there are some signs that the attack originated in Russia.
Thank you for watching. I did enjoy putting this presentation together for you. Don't forget to like,